Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Texans franchise where we are into season 4 now. We started the season 2-1 and we're trying to build on that and maybe get off to a better start and stop hovering around 500 like we did last year and maybe get the division title sealed before like week 15 or something, because this division is not all that great, at least it has not been in the past. But yeah, we're getting a lot of upgrading here, and that's due to all the scenarios and stuff. Amari Hamilton, we're gonna put that into the into zone. He's a solid press man corner, but let's get that zone a little bit upgraded. If he ever starts again, we will need some of that. We cannot run 100% man coverage. And yeah, we have an offensive breakout here as a scenario, and I forgot what that was doing again, but Davian Davenport's the one. So I guess we probably get a goal, and if we win, we get some XP or something, or yeah, throw 3+ touchdowns. So that's an offensive breakout, yeah. And then we are also having this QB1 check-in thing, and Angelo Mendoza, yeah, I'm not expecting him to carry the team, obviously. He's a rookie quarterback. He just needs to build some chemistry with his targets. Justin Ross, Devian Davenport, AJ Lincoln, Diego Cordova. And the goal is we have to beat the Niners and get 4+ touchdowns. The Niners are quarterbacked by Trey Lance, who has not developed a whole lot in this series, and but he is a solid, like field general, a solid guy to, yeah, throw over the middle and short passes and stuff. He's not good with the deep ball down the field. The number 1 running back is Elijah Mitchell, wearing number 25, solid speed. But they also drafted Javon Ray, a third-year running back with even better speed. And he can really make some people miss, and he has great change of direction. And we are probably going to be seeing him a little bit today. He's also a great receiving back. And then talking about receiving backs, Deebo Samuel is their number 1 receiver. And obviously he's really good at that, but not also great at catching the football, also great at making people miss after the catch. They signed Devin Duvernay. He has great speed, and he's a really solid slot receiver. He's not great lining up on the outside, though. They also got themselves Will Fuller, a pure deep threat that kind of lost a little bit of his speed due to all the injuries he has sustained over the course of his career. But I think he still can play. He's not going to be like an elite deep threat or anything, but George Kittle, he's the main man there. He's the best receiving tight end after Travis Kelce, and he has some serious speed, and he's better at blocking than some offensive linemen in this league. They have Denzel Pitts. They drafted him a couple years back. He has developed into a really solid left guard. He is one of the better ones in the league at that. And yeah, the rest of the offensive line looks pretty solid as well. They still have most of their pieces from back when we started the series. They got Eric Armstead, who is a really good edge rusher, 86 power moves, and then 84 block shedding, plus a little boost there. On the other side, it's Nick Bosa, the best edge rusher in the game. He has 99 finesse moves, 88 power moves, 86 block shedding here with the boost. And he's a really good athlete. Something that's a little unrealistic is his acceleration at 95. That is not accurate. He has actually a slow get-off compared to some of the other elite edge rushers in the league. They drafted Marcus Roby for the middle of the defense. The defensive tackle group is kind of depleted, and actually this is kind of a revenge game for our own Javon Kinlaw. And yeah, for linebackers they got Dre Greenlaw, really good athlete with, well, actually not really good athlete, just a solid athlete with good run stopping and coverage skills. But this is the best linebacker in the league. It's Fred Warner. He has good athleticism. He can tackle everything. He is so good at recognizing the plays before they even happen. And he has 88 zone coverage. AJ Terrell, they signed him. So now San Francisco finally has a elite cornerback back there. They went all these years with a great defensive line and not so great cornerback play. But yeah, they also got Isaiah Oliver, who is a average athlete, press man corner with a little bit of zone ability, lining up on the opposite field. And then they drafted Keegan Randall in this past draft, a rookie with great athleticism, good zone coverage, 75 press already. His man coverage is lacking a little bit, but he's a young guy. I'm sure he will figure it out. On the back end, they've got Madison Blackwell, a 5'9", 214 corner, kind of a weird size, and then he has 88 speed and 88 acceleration. Size-wise, kind of looks more like a linebacker, but he can play over the top. And then also they've got Jimmy Ward, who is not all that fast for a safety, but he can cover well, and he has some hit power to him. Run defense is not like his strength. So yeah, let's get into this game. I think the 49ers have a really solid team there with a good offensive line. They have a solid defensive line, although they lost all their star talent on the interior there. Just two great edge rushers going at it and a young defensive tackle in the middle. They've got, I'd say, the best linebacking duo in the league. And they upgraded their corner and safety rooms accordingly. They got a really elite cornerback there in AJ Terrell. And I'd say the addition of Keegan Randall in a couple years is going to be absolutely devastating for opposing teams. The coverage is going to be so good. And Keegan Randall is, I'm pretty sure, has at least superstar dev. He was like a top 5 projected player, or at least top 10 projected player, and like he went at like 11. And he has hidden dev. He was the first corner taken. I'm pretty sure that he is going to have really good dev. 3rd and 2 for Mendoza. He gets it away to Dakota McKenzie, and that's a first down. And that's like 21 yards to the rookie running back, who has been really good at catching the football. 1st and 10, Mendoza gets it away. This is Justin Ross, who turns upfield and then falls ahead. And that's 13 yards. And now they're inside the red zone. Handoff to Dakota McKenzie up the middle and nowhere to go. But it was 3rd and inches and he got the first down. So good for him, I guess. Now down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal coming up there. Mendoza has a 4-man pressure and he drifts outside, throws it over the middle. It's caught by Justin Ross. Touchdown Texans. And they waste no time. 7-0 Texans. And it was a really good drive, taking up about 6 minutes off this clock. And Justin Ross with a pretty good catch there. Angelo Mendoza scrambling away from Nick Bosa and then throwing it kind of across his body. And yeah, Keegan Randall couldn't hold up on the coverage on Justin Ross. Justin Ross becoming one of the better receivers in the league lately, and also his speed is upgraded. He looks a lot more like his early college self, like his freshman and sophomore self. Now, the 49ers are on offense. It's Trey Lance there, and he's got close bunch to the right. Mitchell is tripped up and going absolutely nowhere. It's Byron Redmond and Alex Day on the stop. Great play. And now 3rd and 10 coming up for Trey Lance. Javon Ray in the backfield. He picks up the blitz, and it's George Kittle wide open over the middle, and that's 28 yards for the tight end. No way to cover him there, apparently. George Kittle wide open there. 2nd and 6, and they're going to hand it off to Javon Ray, and he's got an opening, and that's a first down. That's 12 yards, and he's got the first down there. So they are moving into field goal range now. 49ers with a 1st and 10 at the 31 now. It's a play action shot for Lance, and he's getting it away across the middle. It's Deebo Samuel, and it's 19 yards and a first down into the red zone. And now 1st and 10 from the 12. It's Trey Lance resetting his feet, and he gets sacked. It's Matthew Starks. And he's got, yeah, he had a slow start to his career in the first year. He didn't even see the field a whole lot. I don't think he had even one sack. And now it kind of seems like he finally gets somewhere. Although, you gotta admit, this is a coverage sack and not a pure pass rush sack. 2nd and 19, Trey Lance, and they rotate the coverage there. As Javon Ray breaks a tackle, falls ahead, gets 11 yards, makes this one a lot easier on 3rd and 8. Trey Lance, double A-gap look. They back out of it. And Lance is going to take off and is going to slide shy of the marker. 4th down and 1. And they are going to go for it here. 4th and 1. Lance is going to have a drop back, a short one at that. But he's going to throw it across the middle. It's almost intercepted, but they hang on. It's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown Niners. They tie up the game at 7. And that's got to be a pick, man. Right there, you got to pick that off if you're Byron Redman. 2nd and 10 handoff to Dakota McKenzie, and he's got the 1st down. They're going to move the sticks here 12 yards for McKenzie. Now, McKenzie looks like he's the real deal, a 72 overall running back. Absolutely, killing everybody involved. And this is Devian Davenport. He's wide open on the post, and he's running away from defenders. 42 yards. It's Devian Davenport. Tackled at the 5-yard line at the end there. But on the post, he ran away from the safeties and then gets caught up to by Greenlaw as the last line of defense. Great play by Greenlaw to save the touchdown here. 3rd and goal. Angelo Mendoza is blitzed and he goes down. It's Fred Warner. And yeah, no shot he was getting that off. And it was really worth it for Greenlaw to get that last tackle, because this adds just a field goal now instead of the touchdown that he saved. It's Javon Ray on the return, and there is nobody back there. It's a foot race, and Derek Stingley is trying to catch up to him, but he is not. Tyreek Gillespie over, too late from the other side of the field. Touchdown 49ers, Javon Ray. And he's going to have this one, a 14-10 game for the Niners now. So, Mendoza resetting and getting it away. This is Davenport breaking a tackle into Niners territory. And that is 29 yards for Davenport. Yeah, it's a lot of big plays here in the 1st and 2nd quarters. Angelo Mendoza gets it away. It's A.J. Lincoln on the post, and that's 18 yards and a 1st down. Mendoza had 150 yards already. And he gets it away cleanly there at a beautiful pocket. 2nd and goal now from the 6. And Mendoza hands it off to McKenzie into the end zone, and touchdown. He ran over the safety there, as was Jimmy Ward. His run defense is not the greatest. And McKenzie gets the score and takes the lead for the Texans 17-14. Trey Lance has a 4-man pressure. Clean pocket for now, but now he runs into pressure. Why are you not just staying in the middle and delivering the throw? 2 sacks now for Matthew Starks. But also, this sack also was not like a high quality sack from Matthew Starks. Just Lance just ran straight into him. So that's not great. But 2 sacks on the stat sheet. Not going to complain about that. 3rd and 15. And Lance runs into pressure again. It's Matthew Starks and Javon Kinlaw on the sack. And Lance is, man, what are you doing? Just step up and deliver the throw. Here in the backside post. And we've got Matthew Starks out here, and this one was a clean, like a really clean sack, and I cannot believe that Javon Kinlaw gets half of the credit of that one. Because that was a really good pass rush there by Matthew Starks. Mendoza resets his feet, gets it away after they had it punted back to the Texans. And Justin Ross gets the 1st down there. 2nd and 10, Mendoza is having a throw on the corner, and it's Diego Cordova. We're inside the 2-minute warning, by the way, now, and they are going hurry up now. 2nd and 10, Angelo Mendoza has lots of time. He gets it away on the corner route. It's AJ Lincoln. 16 yards, 1st down, Texans, and they are going to take a timeout with 52 seconds on the clock here. 1st and 10, 52 seconds from the 27. Pressure coming in, and Mendoza gets it away. It's Diego Cordova. He's got the 1st down. That's like 18 yards. 2nd and 10. Mendoza is going to hand it off to McKenzie now, and he fights ahead and gets like 8 yards or something. Great play. Getting a lot out of basically nothing. Now 3rd and 2. You got to get this 1st down here. Mendoza motions in Justin Ross, and he is going to deliver the throw to him into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. It's a 10-point game. And Justin Ross has yet another touchdown. That was key play calling there. And that is going to end the first half of this game. 24-14, so this is looking like a clear-cut lead. It was just the Niners had a punt back there at the end of the 2nd quarter, and the Texans were taking advantage. Let's look at another game. The Jaguars are 3-1 over the Titans. And as Trevor Lawrence delivers 3 touchdowns, 2 of them to Christian Kirk. We have the Indianapolis Colts in Denver, and they also win. It's the first win in the career of Archer Shirley, 18-36, 221 yards, and 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So not the greatest start, but they got the dub. And let's get back to this game as Deebo Samuel has a ridiculous play, breaking 3 tackles, getting the 1st down, and we have an injury on the field. It's Deacon Stallworth, and that does not look great. He's going to exit the game into the locker room. And 1st and 10 now for Trey Lance on the play action shot. He dumps it off to the sideline. It's Kyle Juszczyk, and he's got the 1st down and more, and that is a huge conversion. 17 yards for Juszczyk. As Deacon Stallworth has an abdominal tear, and he is not going to return for this game or probably for any game this month. That's probably like 3, 4, 5 weeks of injury here. And now Deebo Samuel wide open. He's got 24 yards and a completion down to the Texans 7-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 5. Motion out for Javon Ray. Trey Lance is going to attempt a throw, 4-man pressure, and he's got to make a decision, and he runs outside and is going to take it in himself. It's a touchdown for the 49ers. Trey Lance with the rushing score, cutting into this lead. It's now a 3-point game. Great execution on this drive by the 49ers, having a huge gain there on Juszczyk's catch and run, because the Texans went with a pretty risky blitz. And now on 3rd and 9, Diego Cordova has a throw delivered behind him. Cannot catch it. Have to punt back to the 49ers. As Trey Lance is sacked again. It's Matthew Starks, and it's 3.5 sacks on the game. This one was also a pretty clean sack for Matthew Starks. Immediately beating the right tackle there. And Lance was absolutely flattened, and they have to punt it back to the Texans offense, and now they're going to hand it off to Dakota McKenzie, who has got the 1st down, 11 yards. That's 14 rushes and 77 yards for Dakota McKenzie. 3rd and 7 now, so a couple unlucky 1st downs, but McKenzie's got the 1st down on the angle route. It's about 9 yards, and they move the chains again. So McKenzie's really doing everything he can here, even in the receiving game. Mendoza gets it away, and this is wide open. Diego Cordova. It's a 1st down and more. 22 yards for the 2nd-year tight end. 1st and 10. Looks like 4-man pressure, and it is. They get it away. Diego Cordova's got the 1st down, 11 yards, and they are going to move the chains again. 2nd and 8, and they have a close twins formation as AJ Lincoln is going to get the 1st down here, but there is a flag down, and this is going to be coming back. Texans with the hold here on Tristan Wirfs. 3rd and 18. Can you get this one? Or is this going to be a field goal approach then? Mendoza is going to not have this first down. Great coverage by Fred Warner getting back there. And that is going to be a field goal for the Texans. So a 6-point game as Deebo Samuel is not going anywhere. And we have another injury. It's Jamie Cantu. He's also going to exit the game into the locker room. So not a great look here either to end the third quarter. 2nd and 10, Trey Lance is going to hand it off to Deebo. Nowhere to go. It is a TFL. And that was Caleb Burgess on the scene. Sprained wrist for Jamie Cantu, and he is not coming back immediately. So we're going to have Nick Abbott in there on some plays. 3rd and 11, Trey Lance. Pressure is picked up. He gets it away. Deebo Samuel. Only 5 yards. That's going to be a 4th down, and they have to punt it back to the Houston Texans. Brian Anger here to kick it away, and this is Rashard Forbes as he is getting kind of a clean return to the sideline, and that is a lot better than everything he has returned so far this season. So good field position now for Angelo Mendoza, and the pressure is picked up as Diego Cordova runs away from one defender, and he's got the first down, 11 yards. And they move the chains against the 6-man pressure. 1st and 10 now, fullback into the game. Angelo Mendoza gets it away wide open over the middle. It's Justin Ross. First down, 18 yards. And they are going to move the chains again. 1st and 10 now. It's Dakota McKenzie in the backfield, and he's got the football. Running it up the middle, breaking one tackle, falling ahead. There is a flag down, though. And this is yet another holding. Are you kidding me? This time it's against Eric McCoy. 1st and 16 coming up now. Angelo Mendoza is going to throw it over the middle. Devian Davenport, first down. And that's 19 yards. On 1st and 16, they move the chains immediately. 3rd and 3, Angelo Mendoza. You got to have this one. Can't get another field goal. And it's A.J. Lincoln. Are you kidding me? How did he catch that football? How did he make that catch? That is ridiculous. Should have been picked off. That was a pretty bad decision to throw it there. But for some reason, A.J. Lincoln is going to come around the linebacker. He runs behind Dre Greenlaw and then just cuts in front of him and takes it away. What? 2-point try for Mendoza. Gets it away. Overthrows his target. It's incomplete. And it's just a 12-point lead now. Trey Lance, close bunch to the right. And Lance is going to roll outside. He's got his man. It's a first down. And I think that was Will Fuller for the first time today. Gotta get the catch there outside. Move the chains. 2nd and 7 now from midfield. Trey Lance is going to throw it behind the linebacker, and this is caught. What a catch by George Kittle. Chris Portillo, he kind of had it covered, but he just lacked a half of step of acceleration there to break it off. And Ryan Springs is going to take down Elijah Mitchell for a huge loss. Great play for Springs. Brings up 3rd and goal, and you can't run from there, man. You gotta throw it there. Oh, great play by Ryan Springs. Absolutely obliterating the running back. 3rd and goal now, and they are going to throw it. 4-man pressure as Trey Lance rolls out to his left, and he's sacked. It's Ryan Springs, and he takes down the quarterback. As Denzel Pitts is now injured, and he's going to come out of the game. 4th and goal. We are 2.5 minutes away from the end of the game. Gotta throw it up, and this is caught by Duvernay. Alex Day kind of lost track of him, and he hauls both his feet down there. Great play as the Texans are trying to run out the clock here. This is a great run for Dakota McKenzie. One more first down, and you've got it. It's Dakota McKenzie up the middle, and he's got the first down. Game over. 5-point game, and the Texans win this one. 33-28. Great game by the Texans offense. Not so much by the defense, but I mean, this is the 49ers. They have a good offensive line, and they have solid weaponry with a great receiver in Deebo Samuel, a great running back in Deebo Samuel, and I'm sure if he knew how to throw it, he would be great at that too. No, just kidding. They have a good weaponry there with George Kittle, Deebo Samuel. I think Devin Duvernay is a really good slot receiver. And then their two-headed monster in the backfield with Mitchell there. And Javon Ray. Trey Lance had a really good game, but he was holding on to the football too long. Like, his completion percentage sounds really good, but it's only because he does not throw the football away. Dakota McKenzie with a 131-1 stat line there at the end. We have Trey Lance at 2 yards a carry. That's not great. They were only able to run it with Javon Ray, Davenport, and Cordova with lots of big catches, and even Justin Ross had 2 touchdowns, only 55 yards. Were a lot of short completions there, and even more of them for AJ Lincoln. He was moving the chains a lot and had like short pickups to make the third down easier and stuff like that. And then, yeah, we had some great run stuffing there by Starks and Springs. Starks has 3.5 sacks on the end of the game. Ryan Springs gets one there on the goal line to shut off the drive there. And, well, make it a tough 4th down. And then they, for some reason, get the touchdown because Alex Day loses track of his slot receiver. But in the end, it all worked out. We got the win. Andrew Royal gets an upgrade. He is, yeah, he's a backup type. He's never going to be a starter. But let's just work on his weaknesses a little bit. AJ Lincoln gets an upgrade. He has developed nicely. And he gets a little bit of everything there. A little bit of every catching, a little bit deep route running and release. And I'm really happy with the way he's playing. He is a really solid slot receiver, and he is, like I'm always saying, Mr. Sure Hands. If I need a catch, if I need a completion somewhere, if I need an open receiver on 3rd down, he's the guy I go to. Jedrick Wills gets an upgrade, one of the better tackles in the league. Not the best one though, and we kind of see that throughout the season. He is the one giving up a lot more pressure than Tristan Wirfs on the other side. And then, yeah, we got both the scenarios. So now all quarterbacks will have +5 short, medium, and deep accuracy. And all the receivers will have +5 catch and traffic and spec catch for the next 3 weeks, which is kind of a lot. And we hope to seize that opportunity for 3 games. We probably won't have a lot of accuracy issues with Mendoza. He is also not perfect. He has some incompletions in there because he makes throws that, yeah, even sometimes not even pressured, he misses the mark. And that's kind of not great. Deacon Stallworth is going to miss 5 weeks, or I guess it's like 4 weeks because it's counting this week as well, where we already played. So it's 4 games he's actually missing. Angelo Mendoza in this game actually wins AFC Offensive Player of the Week. He has 3 touchdowns through the air, 317 passing yards. Absolutely awesome game. And he is with morale and boosts an 86 overall quarterback right now, which is kind of ridiculous. And let's work on those accuracies. I love it. That's something that he needs to work on. And now he has, yeah, he has now ratings in the 90s with all those boosts. And yeah, Justin Ross is not having the best season of his life right now, but he has been an awesome receiver over those past 3 years, and I know he's got a lot more in him. It's just Devian Davenport is stealing all the spotlight with all the big plays. But Justin Ross is going to get a sizable deal here. This is about $15 million a season, and it's a 3-year deal, and we are gonna get the deal done. I think he has earned this extension and is being paid like a good number 1 receiver, I guess. 15 million years a season. That's fine. $50 million a season, I mean. Alex Day gets an upgrade. He is a really good corner, and he is shut down. He's better in zone than in man, but that's fine with me for now. I am gonna work on his man coverage as well later, though. Ryan Springs gets an upgrade. This is kind of a weaker one because he doesn't get a lot of power moves upgrade in here, but a lot of the other intangibles and stuff So 89 power moves now, 74 block shedding is something that we need to work on, and his finesse moves also need some work. Rashard Forbes gets an upgrade. We're going to go into elusive back, and he gets a little agility, a little juke move. Nothing special there, but he is really not delivering on those returns. Sometimes I wish, but also the blocking is not great. We're going to face the Jacksonville Jaguars now. We have Trevor Lawrence as our opposing quarterback, who has developed nicely into a really good quarterback in this league. Their running back is still James Robinson. Their other running back is not anymore Travis Etienne because we picked him up in free agency. He's not seeing the field a whole lot. He's not going to get a whole lot of carries this season because Dakota McKenzie's just breaking out. He has been having an awesome season. Their number one wideout is Christian Kirk. Solid athleticism. He's the slot receiver. Like, he is kind of Justin Jefferson, but without the X factor, the it factor. Laviska Shenault. He is the running back receiver for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He has solid athleticism. He can catch the football. He knows how to run a route, but he's also kind of a slot receiver. Kenny Golladay. They picked him up. Still a solid athlete, I guess. He can catch the football. Not a great route runner. And that's about it for him. He is, he's just a number 3 receiver right now. Evan Ingram, one of the fastest tight ends in the league. He still has his speed. He still can catch a football. His routes are kind of average, and his blocking is not there. We all know what he is. They picked up Spencer Ford in the draft, and he is starting there immediately. I like where most of his ratings are, but the pass blocking ratings are... not great, to say the least. So there is a possibility here for Ryan Springs. And then on the other side, they got TJ Rayburn a couple years ago. He is a really weak tackle, but his pass protection technique is really sound. Then they also drafted Darren Thomas a couple years ago, but he is going to be out with a back strain. He is not playing in this game. Which is also sad because he was like a top 5 draft pick, and I always want to see those guys. Another top 5 draft pick is Trayvon Walker. Great athleticism, great run stopper. Really not a good edge rusher. He still is Jadeveon Clowney. I've said this since the day that he's been drafted. He is Jadeveon Clowney. They drafted Byron Gage though. Great athlete, with really good upside as a finesse rusher, and for his draft status, he was a fine run defender as well. They also have got Josh Allen, who is everybody knows what he is. Awesome edge rusher. They got themselves Zaven Collins in the offseason, so he's now their number 1 linebacker. He is a solid athlete with good hit power and tackling. His coverage needs a little work, but it's not horrible either. On the other side, it's Devin Lloyd. He is the prototypical run defender as a linebacker. He's the thumper, and his coverage also needs a little work, but he can run defend. That's for sure. Shaquille Griffin is their number 1 corner, and he's still a great athlete. He has good man and zone coverage. He can press a little, and he can catch a football as well. So Griffin is going to be someone to watch out for. Second-year corner Calvin Weaver. He was a first-round pick last year. Great athlete, great zone coverage. A little bit impressive as well, but his man coverage is really bad. So if they run man coverage, you know who to target. Tyson Campbell is the number 3 corner. He is just not developed a whole lot. Solid athlete, solid coverage all around. Really sound like 2nd or 3rd corner on the depth chart on every team. On the back end, they've got Ezekiel Rivers, a 2nd-year safety with good man coverage, solid hit power, even a little bit of run defense in there. The zone coverage needs a little work though. So yeah. I think this Jaguars team is nothing special. They have a below average offensive line. They have below average weaponry. And a not elite quarterback on offense there. So I think you can shut down this offense. For the defense, they have some dangerous edge rush there. And the linebacking tandem doesn't look horrible. But the DBs, I mean, I guess Shaq Griffin is a solid #1 corner, but it's just not there. They do not have any stars on this team apart from Josh Allen, and well, I guess Trevor Lawrence is also a star, kind of. But apart from those two, there's just not a whole lot of star talent there, and it's just too average, too below average on this team. And I think you can abuse the secondary if you don't throw it Shaquille Griffin's way. So there is a way to win this game, and the Texans are going to need to figure out how this works. Trevor Lawrence is going to take the field on an empty formation, and he's going to take the dump off to his running back. Robinson gets the first down, 12 yards. They're going to move the chains. 3rd and 5 now, and pressure coming in. It's picked up, and Lawrence is going to be taken down by Jamie Cantu and Javon Kinlaw. They split on the sack. It's 4th down. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can shut this offense down once you figure out how to shut down these receivers. And it's just, this is not a great receiving room. Christian Kirk is their #1. Yeah, he's not a #1. He's a glorified slot receiver. And yeah, Angelo Mendoza has a double A-gap blitz and nowhere to go, and there's a fumble. Oh my God, McKenzie, what are you doing? 3rd and 9 coming up now. Cordova recovers it, but 3rd and 9 for Angelo Mendoza, and he's gonna get it away, and it's Justin Ross, and he's got the first down. And that is 17 yards for the #1 wideout here in Houston. 3rd and 8 now. That does not look great. Mendoza is going to throw it on the corner route. Davenport downfield. It's broken up. And this is going to be 4th and 8. And you got to punt it away there. That was a 61-yard field goal try. That was not going to work. And this is a huge opening for James Robinson. It's 17 yards and a first down for Jacksonville. 1st and 10, double A-gap look again. And they are going to bring the house there as Robinson has another huge opening. 16 yards. They blocked it up perfectly. 2nd and 10 for Trevor Lawrence. And he's got a 4-man pressure today. Clean pocket, gets it away, and it is underthrown. Alex Day picks it off. And this is going to be 1st down, Houston at the 22-yard line. Alex Day with an interception. I thought I'd never see it again. Alex Day is just not the guy to get a lot of interceptions. First of all, because he has such good coverage that usually he's not targeted a whole lot. But also, he never turns around on the football. He never turns around and takes a look at maybe he can intercept this. No, he never does it. But this time he does. Dakota McKenzie has a clean lane. 1st down and a lot more. 15 yards. He's going to move the chains again. It's Dakota McKenzie. I love his running. 2nd and 7. Angelo Mendoza. 4-man pressure. Has a clean pocket. Gets it away. And this is Justin Ross and a first down. That is 21 yards. To the #1 wideout, already starting to pay back his contract extension. 3rd and inches, handoff to McKenzie, nowhere to go. He's stuffed. Trayvon Walker with the run stop there. 4th down and 1. Are you gonna go for it here? Yes, you are. 4th and 1. Mendoza gets it away, and this is AJ Lincoln, 5 yards. 1st down. They are gonna convert here. 1st and 10. Mendoza wide open is Justin Ross. 1st down. They brought the house and they were punished for it. And they are going to move the chains here again. 3rd and goal. Angelo Mendoza. He has a 3-man pressure and he's going to get it away. Angelo Mendoza to Diego Cordova. Touchdown Texans. It's a 7-0 game. Perfect throw there to Diego Cordova in the only window that Cordova could catch it and nobody else. Play action shot for Lawrence, and he's got his man downfield. It's Christian Kirk, and he is gone. 68-yard touchdown. Christian Kirk, for some reason, was able to outrun Derek Stingley. Are you kidding me, man? That's got to be a joke. Derek Stingley was outrun by Christian Kirk. What is this tackling animation here? Tight game at 7. Handoff to Dakota McKenzie. Gets a block thrown by Justin Ross. 18 yards and a first down. And Dakota McKenzie's already at 11 carries for over 50 yards. First and 10. Mendoza hands it off on the read option again. And this is another 11 yards for McKenzie. He's now at 13 carries for 69 yards. Second and 5. 3 minutes left in this half of football. Mendoza pressured, gets it away, and this is a perfect throw into the blitz. And first down to Cordova, but there is a penalty, and it is for roughing the passer, and that is the penalty on Devin Lloyd, who was the one that blitzed. And so that's going to lead to a 3rd and goal. Motion in for Davenport. And Mendoza is going to throw it incomplete. It's Calvin Weaver almost intercepting the pass. So that's going to be a field goal, 10-7. As Laviska Shenault breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles, breaks a 3rd one as well, and finally shoved out of bounds. Great play by Shenault. First and 10. Lawrence has his man break a tackle, and that is James Robinson, but he's still going to go down with a TFL by 2 yards. Second and 12. Lawrence is going to have a clean pocket. He gets it away, and this is a catch made. First down, and an easy pitch and catch there over the middle. And they are going to take the timeout, the last one, and they are going to take the field goal right here. First and 10. They are going to take the field goal. It's good, and they are going to have the end of the half here. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe. Ring the bell for notification. Game tied at 10 after that last field goal. They wasted a little bit of time there, and I usually make sure to help the CPU out if they mismanage the clock and take the timeouts myself that they wasted earlier. But in that instance, I couldn't do anything about it because, yeah, they were taking the field goal with 16 seconds on the clock, you know. If they had just ran a play and it ended without getting out of bounds or incompletion or something, I would have taken a timeout, but I didn't get to do that there. So, yes, Dakota McKenzie up the middle, and that's run with authority, breaking the tackle in the process, getting 18 yards, and he's closing in on 100 yards on the ground already. And that's 17 carries now for him. He is getting the football a lot, and that's because there is no run defense on that interior defensive line of the Jaguars. They just do not have the defensive tackles they need to stop the run. And then Dakota McKenzie running over defenders. Nasir Adderley, no shot of stopping this guy there. And finally dragged down after breaking 2 tackles there. First and 10, Angelo Mendoza is going to have a wide, although that's actually not a wide open at all. But Diego Cordova somehow has the football in tight coverage, and he's catching that one as well. Second and 13 now after a mismanaged read option. He's gonna throw it down the field, and that's a first down and a lot more. They are gonna convert this one, 34 yards. Justin Ross, great play by Angelo Mendoza, recognizing he's under pressure. He runs outside and running away from Josh Allen. He throws on the run, perfect delivery to Justin Ross, turns upfield, makes 2 people miss, gets out of bounds, 34-yard connection, motion for Etienne, but the ball is handed off to McKenzie up the field, and that's a first down, 14 yards, and they are going to convert this one as well. And now goal to go for the Texans. Second and goal. Angelo Mendoza hands it off into the end zone is Dakota McKenzie. Touchdown Texans. McKenzie is getting the football a lot today. I think that's already more than 20 runs. And we're not even halfway through the third quarter. So now it's a 17-10 game, and Fairbairn is going to kick it away, and this is going to be David Long, who is, yeah, he lost the football there. That's a fumble, and Nick Abbott recovers it. Kind of a weird play, and nobody could see what was happening. Now Angelo Mendoza, it was a read option here, but Dakota McKenzie gets the football, and he gets to run over one corner, breaks a tackle, and that's 15 yards. And now McKenzie is at 129. He's racking up the yardage in this game. 2nd and goal. Handoff to McKenzie up the middle. He didn't even need the lead block. 1st down. Touchdown here for Dakota McKenzie. And they are going to take a 14-point lead. And now Trevor Lawrence has something to do. And he's sacked by Springs. 2nd and 17. And he got a free run at the quarterback here. For some reason, nobody wanted to block him, and Springs takes the opportunity, takes down the quarterback. 3rd and 12 after a run of 5 yards on 2nd down. He's going to get it away, but it is incomplete, and no shot that was ever going to be connected there. Double coverage. 1st and 10 after the punt for Mendoza, and he tries to run. Everything's covered up, and he goes down. It's Trayvon Walker, and I think it was Josh Allen or something on the stop. 2nd and 15, Mendoza gets it away. It's Dakota McKenzie, and he's got like 12 yards and makes this one a 3rd and very manageable. Mendoza gets it away. It's caught by Davenport, and he's got the 1st down. And he fumbles it away! He fumbles it away at the end there. I'm not sure if this is going to stay like that. Fadukasi recovers. But let's take a second look at that. Yeah, he might have been down. They are gonna review it there, and this is gonna be overturned. Yeah, he was down, and then he lost the football. 2nd and 12, free run at the quarterback, and he got it away, and that's a 1st down to Diego Cordova. I have no idea how Mendoza got that one off, but Cordova did a really good job. 1st and 10, Mendoza. Throws it, wide open is Thierry, and he fumbles it away, and this one is going to stand. And the Jacksonville Jaguars recover Adderley on the return. And jukes out one guy, he returns it to the 22-yard line, and this one is going to stand. Thierry has his, I think it was his 1st catch of the season even, and he fumbles it away. Oh my God. 10 yards to Robinson here, 1st down. Jacksonville going to move the sticks. Now they have a close Twins formation, and Trevor Lawrence has so much time. This is going to be thrown away to the sideline, and King went for the interception and came up empty. 15 yards to Christian Kirk. 1st down Jacksonville. Oh, Desmond King, that was a bold gamble there. 3rd and 6, they are going to have a play action shot for Lawrence, and he's going to reset, throw across the field, and it's caught out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Jacksonville moving the chains. It's Kenny Golladay of all people. Are you kidding me? Lawrence, ridiculous play, evades the pressure twice, gets out of the pocket, throws it across the field, and that should have been a touchdown, man. This is an easy touchdown. And they are not going to challenge that? Are you kidding me? 1st and goal. Trevor Lawrence hands it off to his fullback. Touchdown Jacksonville. It doesn't matter. He is in there. And that is Corey Irwin. 7-point game to start the 4th quarter now. We are 8 minutes away from the end of halftime, and nowhere to go for Dakota McKenzie on that one. 3rd and 5. Angelo Mendoza has a throw to the outside. Diego Cordova falls ahead, gets 11 yards, 1st down. Move the chains and move the clock as well. 7 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock right now. 1st and 10 from midfield. It's Dakota McKenzie up the middle. He breaks a tackle, runs over Ezekiel Rivers. 1st down, about 15 yards for Dakota McKenzie. Beautiful play there, running over Ezekiel Rivers. If he was the last line of defense, that would have been a touchdown, but he was not. A couple of corners there still. Now, 1st and 10. Mendoza is going to have a read option, and he hands it off to Dakota McKenzie, and he's got the 1st down, 14 yards. and he's now closing in on 30 runs and 200 yards. 3rd and 2. And this is going to be a run for Justin Ross. Nowhere to go. Great play by Devin Lloyd. It's a 2-yard loss. And that was the Justin Jefferson / Deebo Samuel's package. And that did not work at all. As Trevor Lawrence is going to be sacked. Great play. It's Desmond King in the backfield. Slot blitz there. And let's look at that run at the quarterback for a moment there. Absolutely obliterating everybody in his path. He broke got away from 2 blocks there. 2.7 seconds to the sack. 3rd and 7 now for Lawrence. You gotta get this one. It's a 10-point game, and he's gotta have a man down the field all alone by himself. It's Laviska Shenault, and he steps out of bounds. It should have been a touchdown, man. 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. Lawrence is not sacked. He's got the touchdown. It's Kirk. Well, at some point, you gotta have the sack, because that was coverage held up way too long. And you can't hold coverage forever. As Dakota McKenzie gets another run. And that's a 1st down. And that's going to take a timeout away from the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that should be doing it. And the Texans are holding on to this win. It was a 3-point win in the end. But it is a win. Nonetheless, doesn't matter how many points of difference. They get the dub. And are now 4-1, and made it a little bit closer than it should have been at the end. But great game for Angelo Mendoza. He had 73% completion percentage, as Dakota McKenzie runs for 200 yards exactly, 35 attempts. At the end, he ran out the clock there, and James Robinson was not to be stopped. But Jacksonville Jaguars were down so much that it didn't matter. Christian Kirk had 128 and 2 touchdowns. Apparently, he's the number 1 receiver after all. Justin Ross had 95 yards or something. And let's look at the defense, as we had Trayvon Walker having so many TFLs. He's a great run stopper, but he's not a pass rusher. 1 sack for King, 1 sack for Springs, and then Bilal Nichols was the other guy here with the sack there. It was not Josh Allen. Alex Day with the only interception this day, and 2 forced fumbles by Nazir Adderley, 1 by Tyree Gillespie on that kickoff. That was really... I couldn't even see it on the replay, so I didn't even bother to put it in there. I replayed that kickoff return fumble, but there were like 8 players in the area. I had no idea who forced the fumble there. Dakota McKenzie, awesome game, 200 yards. And he's showing off at this point. Like, this guy is insane. His speed, his combination of size and speed is ridiculous. And then Matthew Starks gets an upgrade, and he's earned it. He's now at like 4 or 5 sacks already in this 5-game stretch of the season. And he's just a great athlete, and we're gonna put more resources into it. And let's make another contract extension. This is the year. This is the year where we spend lots of money, and I'm gonna make this a 5-year deal for Derek Stingley, and this is going to be a $16 million operation per season. So at the end it's gonna be 18 million, and the beginning is like 14. So 16 in the middle. And he's excited to stay here in Houston, and gonna extend him. He's a really good corner. Now for this next game, we are gonna miss backup Stephen Greenberry, so he's not gonna play. Stephen Greenberry is a hopeful right tackle, not all that strong, but he is a really sound pass protector, kind of like Charles Cross when he came out. And this game is gonna be against the Panthers. Nick Norris with a really solid arm, good short and intermediate accuracy. Not so good in the deep ball. He has developed nicely. I did not think he was going to be a great quarterback, but so far he has shown he can be a franchise QB. Christian McCaffrey is going to be the main problem in this game. He's one of the best running backs in the league, and he is showing it on a week-to-week basis. Another problem we're going to have is DJ Moore. He's so athletic. He can run every route in the book. He can catch everything, and he is a threat after the catch, just like Deebo Samuel. They signed Gabriel Davis a couple years back. He is now the number 2 guy there. Solid speed, can catch everything, is a good deep threat. Not a great slot receiver, but it doesn't matter because they've got this guy there. What's his name? They drafted him, Devontae Veal, who we will just see in a couple seconds. Yes, this guy, 6 foot, 185. He's a really slim player. He can play in the slot. He's also more of a deep threat, but his size makes him be the slot receiver on this team. Usually, it should be he should be the slot receiver. And then for tight end, they have Tommy Tremble, who is a really solid tight end in this league. He has developed nicely into superstar dev, has solid blocking for a tight end. They drafted Andy Cosgrove. They still have Ike Ekwonu on the left tackle spot. They drafted Cosgrove in this past draft class. In the first round, he is a solid option. And then they are starting Ronnie McKenzie at right guard, who is also a rookie, but not even by a long shot close to what Cosgrove is. So there's an opportunity for whoever the left defensive tackle is in that game to maybe rack up a couple sacks. Cordale Dobson in the middle of this defense for the Panthers. He is a really solid pass rusher, not a great run stopper as a defensive tackle, but they got a couple of backups that can do that. They've got Hassan Reddick, who is I don't know how to explain that. He's just like a marble flying around the field. I don't know. Shaq Thompson in the middle, solid linebacker, good athlete who has really good play diagnostics, solid zone instincts there, good tackling, not gonna force a whole lot of fumbles. Dante Jackson is the number 1 corner for this team, and yeah, he's a great athlete, good man coverage, solid zone coverage, can press a little, but he's not the biggest guy. And then they've got Michael O.J. Mudia, who is out with an Achilles tear. His season is basically almost done. Although they could make it to the playoffs, or maybe the last couple games of the season. They've got Ronald Darby, who is a aging veteran here with solid, just solid everything. He can do everything a little bit. He's not horrible at anything, and he's not even a bad athlete. They've got Marcus May on the back end there, solid free safety, but also nothing special. Jeremy Chin, on the other hand, he is something special, and they extended him in this series. Great speed, great coverage abilities, and he knows how to track down opposing running backs as well. He can stop the run as well. He can be a linebacker in dime packages or something. And this Panthers team overall, they have a young QB that still has to work on some stuff. They have got a good weaponry. I gotta add that. They have good weaponry, but the offensive line really stinks. Like, this offensive line, especially center and guard spots, but also Cosgrove looks like a really good rookie guard, but he's a rookie. And that offensive line is going to have major problems. The way to beat this team is obviously with our run offense, because this team lost every edge rusher they ever had. Brian Burns is gone, and I think Yuto Gross Matos is still there, and Hassan Reddick is still there, but there is no good edge rush there anymore. Hassan Reddick can do some damage, but he's he's 235 or something. This is not the guy to have a huge impact, as Mendoza right out the gate throws it down the field, and Davenport hangs on. It's a first down, and that is 36 yards to the 6'5" receiver, 37 even. And yeah, Grant had just no shot at winning this rep against a 6'5 receiver. Just look at the size difference, man. Look at the size difference, man. And 3rd and 6 now. It's Dakota McKenzie. And no, it's Diego Cordova to the sideline. That's 8 yards. And they are going to convert this one. Mendoza, a perfect 5 of 5. Now, are you going to punch it in here? Mendoza hands it off to McKenzie. Touchdown, Texans. And they finally can win some of those reps. If you have noticed in the past why, like, I always had like 3rd and goal touchdowns thrown with Davis Mills. Yeah, that was always because Dameon Pierce just couldn't punch it in at the goal line. He was stopped so many times at the goal line. He was just not a great goal line back. That's also why for a long time he did not have a lot of touchdowns. And Dakota McKenzie is just getting it done on 1st down, man. And that's why the touchdown count for Mendoza is not going to be as high as it was in the past for Davis Mills. But yeah, as long as Dakota McKenzie punches in on 1st and goal, yeah, I'm not gonna try to throw it. Why would I? As McCaffrey breaks a tackle and shakes off the last defender, Alex Day tries to catch up, but it is too late. A 61-yard touchdown for Christian McCaffrey. They answer right back, huge hole up the middle, and Caleb Burgess, the last line of defense, cannot stop him. And then Alex said, like, if he had like 2 more yards, maybe he could have stopped him. But that was too late. 7-7 ball game as Dakota McKenzie shoves away one defender, breaks a tackle, and falls ahead. He broke 2 tackles and fell through the last 2 tacklers as well. What a play by Dakota McKenzie. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous running. 2nd and 10, Angelo Mendoza is pressured, throws it up one-on-one. Cordova, the 6'6" tight end. He's got it, 20 yards. 1st down, but there is an injury on the play. It's Jedrick Wills. And now we do not have Stephen Greenberry to back him up. So now we are going to have to put in somebody else, and his name is going to be Jawan James on the left side. That is going to be a liability, but the pass rush is not there with Brian Burns anymore, so maybe it's going to be fine. 1st down for AJ Lincoln there on the catch, and now Mendoza is going to step up, run it upfield, slides. No, he's tackled, and that is a fumble at the 1-yard line. Oh, you got to be kidding me. And this is actually not a fumble. Like, he holds on to the ball. The knee touches the ground. Right here, he's still holding on to the ball, and then it comes loose. But for some reason, nobody is going to check it. Nobody can challenge the play, and they're just going to have it a turnover. Are you kidding me? That was not a fumble, man. And also, this was roughing the passer because Mendoza was sliding. And it is ridiculous to me that that nobody was flagged for that. 12 yards on the connection there for Nick Norris, who's getting them out of trouble there from the goal line. And this is going to be a play action shot for Norris. 3-man pressure. He loads up and he's going to have the throw impacted. It's intercepted. Caleb Burgess. He's going to take it away. But there is a flag down. And this is going to be a holding on the Panthers. The turnover is going to stand, and this is going to be an interception for Caleb Burgess. 3-man pressure, and they finally got some pressure on him, and the throw came out really underthrown. Caleb Burgess picks it off. Great field position, and now play action shot for Mendoza. Resets his feet, gets it away, and this is Davenport, who is going to fight ahead and get like 24 yards. And Mendoza is still perfect on the day to end the first quarter. 2nd and 1, Mendoza is going to have a double play action shot. Mendoza is sacked, and that's incomplete. Actually, that's a sack. No, he did not get it away. Hassan Reddick with the sack here. And that's going to end in a pretty bad 3rd down situation that they were not able to recover from. And that, therefore, they have to kick the field goal as Nick Norris is intercepted again. It's Caleb Burgess for a 2nd time today. Oh, my God. Caleb Burgess is absolutely living up to the hype right now. And yeah, he saw this dig route from a mile away. Davis was not selling it at all, and Burgess just takes it away, runs the route for him. Mendoza pressured, 6 men pressure, gets it away. McKenzie wide open, first down, and he's got 26 yards. Dakota McKenzie is a threat in the receiving game as well. Like, this guy is 72 overall or something, and Dameon Pierce was like an 86 overall. But I swear to God, Dakota McKenzie's the better running back. He is better with power. He runs over people. His stiff arm might not be as dangerous right now, but wait 1 year. And he's going to run everybody over and stiff arm everybody out of the way, as we have an almost interception situation for Byron Redmond there. And I completely missed on the touchdown that Diego Cordova had. I just wanted to finish my point there. Dakota McKenzie also is like having 2 or 3 catches a game. And that is something that Dameon Pierce was never able to do. He dropped so many passes on 1st and 2nd down, so that I never threw it to him on 3rd down. Just like I shouldn't have done that right there on McKenzie. So to recap, we had a touchdown by Cordova. They punted it back to us. We punted it back to them. And then Gabriel Davis has a first down right here. And we are 3 minutes away from halftime as Nick Norris hands it off to McCaffrey, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and is going to be shoved out of bounds finally after a huge run of 15 yards for McCaffrey. This should have been a tackle for loss, obviously. But he breaks a tackle right here by Starks. Hang on. First of all, he breaks a tackle by King. Then he breaks one by Starks. And then he would have broken a third one if he wouldn't have been shoved out of bounds there. As Tommy Tremble breaks 2 tackles and taken down at the 9-yard line. 19-yard gain here for Tommy Tremble. 3rd and goal now from the 10. 50 seconds on the clock. Norris gets it away into the end zone. It's Tommy Tremble. Touchdown Panthers. And they are going to tie up the... Oh, that's actually not a tie up the game. This is a 3-point game now. 17-14 for the Texans still, but they are going to close in on the lead here. 3rd and 7. Mendoza is going to throw it on the corner route, and this is a huge catch. It's 19 yards for AJ Lincoln. Great conversion. 1st and 10. Mendoza is going to throw it on the corner route. Just as pressure's barreling down on him, he gets it away and then gets laid out there. But he completes. It's a first down to Lincoln, and he even got out of bounds. Mendoza gets it away. 1-on-1 downfield. It's Davenport. Touchdown, Texans. Oh, my God. Devian Davenport is a huge receiver. 6'5". And this guy is catching absolutely everything. Look at the... Wow, 6'5" receiver with 90 speed. He beat up Dante Jackson, and obviously Jackson is not going to make that play. A 5'10" receiver, 5'10" corner against a 6'5" receiver there. And the Panthers even got in range again, and they are going to kick a 65-yarder that is incomplete. And then we have a really interesting situation because this was from the 48-yard line. And if you add 7 yards onto that, that's the Panthers 45 now. So Mendoza gets an end zone shot. 1-on-1. Davenport at the goal line. Broken up by Jackson this time. This was not all that great of a throw. But also, Jackson managed to stay ahead of Davenport this time. So, yeah, this should have been a back shoulder ball, actually. But it was not, so broken up by Jackson. So it's a 10-point game at halftime. With that last touchdown by Davenport, that was absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, let's look at another game. We have the Titans here at halftime, 14-14. Both teams are not having great days on offense. And the Kansas City Chiefs are playing in Washington, and they are absolutely obliterating them. Dameon Pierce is at 5 rushes at halftime, 23 yards, so that's not a whole lot of impact. Jacksonville in Miami, and Trevor Lawrence has to dig them out of a 3-point hole at halftime. So there's something to do there. 2nd and 10 now for the Panthers. It's McCaffrey, and he redirects and runs into Christian Harris and Ryan Springs, who bring him down for a loss. Norris, 5-man pressure, and sacked and fumble, and the Panthers are going to pick it up, but this is going to be a 4th down, and you can't possibly go for it there. That was a great play by Desmond King. He's still such an underrated blitzer. And he runs around the tackle, edge rush battle outside there, and fumbles the ball away. As Diego Cordova breaks one tackle, and he is going to fall ahead and get the 1st down. And that is like 21 yards or something. So yeah, Cordova having an awesome game as well. Already has a touchdown to his name as well. Broke a tackle there to get like 15 extra on that play. Or more like 10. 1st and goal now for Mendoza. Close bunch to the left, and Mendoza is gonna throw it over the middle. Justin Ross, what an awesome throw. Right in between the 4 defenders there. 2 from the underneath zones. The deep safety and the corner coming over with Justin Ross, as Dakota McKenzie is going to run it into the end zone. 14 yards. Touchdown Texans, and it kind of seems like this game is getting away from the Panthers. That was great blocking, great execution, and then Dakota McKenzie just turns on the speed, runs to the goal line, takes it in. 2nd and 7. It's Nick Norris, and he has a million hours time, and he's finally taken down. That is Grover Stewart, his 1st sack on the season. He is mainly a run defender. He's not on the field a whole lot for pass rush downs. But now that Deacon Stallworth is injured, he is. As Nick Norris gets this away. But this is a TFL. Chris Portillo read that screen all the way. And he was right there with Christian McCaffrey. And the block was not made there. 1st and 10, Angelo Mendoza. Gonna hand it off here to McKenzie. Stiff arms one defender out of the way and breaks another tackle, and that's 15 yards and a 1st down. McKenzie having another great game here, breaking all sorts of tackles. 3rd and 2, and this is going to be a throw to McKenzie, and he's got the 1st down, and that's about 10 yards, and they are going to convert here. Mendoza now over 300 passing yards on the day. 2nd and 10, motion for Davenport. Mendoza is going to have a blitz. And it is picked up, and Mendoza gets it away to Ross, who's got the 1st down to the 1-yard line. And they are going to move the chains 12 yards. Great play, great execution. They pick up the blitz, and Ross breaks a couple tackles there. As Mendoza sneaks it in, touchdown Texans, and now this game kind of feels out of reach, I gotta say. This is a 24-point game now. 1st and 10 for Nick Norris. 5-man pressure, and he gets it away, and it's just about caught by Noah Gray. 1st and 10, and that is Nick Norris getting it away. It's McCaffrey who is taken down, and he probably would have been gone after this one. So great tackle there by Caleb Burgess, but still 1st down for the Panthers, as Nick Norris is going to throw it to McCaffrey again, and that's another 1st down. And that's, oh man, that's 32 yards or something. As Nick Norris broken up. Derek Stingley, great job there. 4th down. Forcing 4th down on an incompletion by Gabe Davis. So they are going to take the field goal. It's a 21-point game. But now Justin Ross has another huge completion. And that's 21 yards. And Mendoza is now at 340 yards. And that is absolutely ridiculous in my mind. 3rd and 7, Mendoza. You got to have this one. And he gets it away. And guess who it is? Mr. Surehands. It's A.J. Lincoln. 1st and 10 now in field goal range. 2nd and 2. From the 7. Mendoza gets it away. And this is a touchdown. Justin Ross gets another one. And that is a 45-17 lead now. It's a 4-touchdown game. And we are 6 minutes away from the end of the game. So now this is basically over. We have a return here by Johnson. And he's going to just run it up the middle. And he is running 30, 25, 20, 15. Tackled at the 12. Avery Saunders saves the touchdown. Great play by Saunders to stop Johnson from scoring there. But first and goal from the 1 now. And Nick Norris is going to have a touchdown here. I can't believe it. Gabe Davis hauls it in over Alex Day's head. Blitz coming in for Mariota. We are having the backups out here now. And Matthew Thierry has a catch. It's 19-20 yards. First down. And we are at the end of the game now. Running down this clock. 3rd and 7. Mariota is going to throw it here. And he's going to have his man on the outside. And that is Matthew Thierry with another catch. Now it's 30 yards. 3rd and goal. Mariota 40 seconds away from the end of the game. And this is a touchdown to Thierry. 3 catches on this drive for Matthew Thierry. And the Texans are now having a 50-burger. Game over. And Texans are 5-1. Awesome game from Angelo Mendoza. 24 of 31, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 369 yards. Awesome. Dakota McKenzie did not have to run as much. We could not stop McCaffrey, but they were down so early that they had to start throwing it. And McKenzie had a nice game here, 90 yards. Davenport, 97 yards on 3 big plays. AJ Lincoln had 9 catches and 93 yards, but he was catching everything. We had Justin Ross on 72 yards with Diego Cordova on 67 yards. McCaffrey had 11 catches. This is so ridiculous. He had 11 catches. Oh, man. Hassan Reddick flying all over the field. He was the only one wreaking havoc for the Panthers defense. We have the sacks for Grover Stewart, Matthew Starks, Desmond King on the strip sack, and then Hassan Reddick. We've got 2 interceptions on Caleb Burgess here. Oh, man. He played excellent this game. He was not allowing a single completion, I think. Shaq Thompson forces the fumble there on the one play. And Desmond King on his strip sack. Awesome play. Now, we have an injury coming out of this game as well. And this is actually Jedrick Wills. He's going to miss some time. Deacon Stallworth, he had a abdominal tear. And he's not going to play for the next 2 games either. His practice injury overrode his abdominal tear. So he's scheduled to be ready next week. But I will keep him out of here because he is... he's still injured with the abdominal tear and this game is broken. So he's going to still miss 2 more games. And we have the Texans at 5-1, which is the number 1 seed in the AFC. And the Packers are 5-1 in the NFC, the number 1 seed. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Texans franchise. See you in the next episode. Until then, spread some love.